The following is an area forecast discussion from the National Weather Service in Duluth, Minnesota. This was issued 11:32 a.m. Central Standard Time, Tuesday, February 14th, 2023. This discussion, initially, we're going to cover Tuesday through Monday, issued 3:39 a.m. A low-pressure system arrives today, bringing a widespread rain, followed by snow and strong winds. Cooler temperatures Thursday and Friday will be quiet for most, with lake-effect snow expected along the South Shore. A nearly cut-off low is ejecting out of the southwest early this morning, with a deepening low-pressure center over eastern Colorado. This system is pulling a great amount of warmth and moisture from the Gulf of Mexico as expected, with radar returns stretching from southern Minnesota to northern Texas. We are still expecting a similar forecast to previous ones, with precipitation pushing into the area through the day today, mostly in the form of rain, switching over to snow from northwest to southeast overnight and into Wednesday morning. Have incorporated more cams and high-resolution ensemble guidance with this update, leading to some minor forecast changes. Overall, guidance has shifted slightly east in the track of the low-pressure system, which has mostly impacted snowfall totals and precipitation-type transition times. The initial slug of moisture is expected to follow a southwest to northeast path from Brainerd Lake/I-35 corridor across the Twin Ports and into the Arrowhead through this morning, as mostly rain. An isolated area of freezing rain mixed with rain may be possible, but ice accumulations are expected to be very minimal. This slight eastward shift has delayed the start time for precipitation over north-central Minnesota until later this afternoon, which may mean that it actually starts more as a rain-snow mix, quickly transitioning to all snow this evening. This snow will be co-located with a band of frontogenesis along with a trowel curving into northern Minnesota, and it still seems possible that some banded snowfall leading to isolated locally higher totals could develop. Ensembles have still not entirely made up their mind where the best location for this band would be, with a lot of forecast uncertainty stemming from exact temperatures and timing of a rain to snow transition. However, the axis of heaviest snow has shifted slightly eastward between International Falls and Ely, ELY, and Southwest, expecting snowfall amounts of 3 to 5 inches over northern Itasca, Itasca, northern St. Louis, and Koochiching counties, Koochicing, and 2 to 3 inches further south in southern Itasca, Itasca, Cass, and Crow Wing counties. Have issued a winter weather advisory for portions of north-central Minnesota for snowfall as well as strong northwest winds Wednesday morning that could blow falling snow, reducing visibilities, and break snow-laden tree branches and power lines. Wind gusts of 40 to 45 miles per hour are possible from the Brainerd Lakes to International Falls, with a low-level jet crossing into our western county warning area. At the same time, as snow builds into north-central Minnesota, the heaviest rain is expected to push over the Interstate 35 and Highway 61 corridors and east over northwest Wisconsin. A transition to snow will come to the rest of northeast Minnesota overnight into early Wednesday morning, and then to northwest Wisconsin through the morning hours Wednesday. A period of all rainfall will last for 12 to 18 hours along Interstate 35 and east over northwest Wisconsin, with pure rainfall values of a ½ inch to 9/10 of an inch possible. Isolated higher amounts of an inch or more of rain could be possible in northwest Wisconsin and Pine County. Any rain that falls will likely pond on roadways and could freeze into icy surfaces as temperatures fall. Some snow is possible for everyone, with a ½ inch to 2 inches over the remainder of northeast Minnesota from Aitkin, Aitkin, and Pine County and northeast, including the Twin Ports, northern Iron Range, and Minnesota Arrowhead. In northwest Wisconsin, high-resolution guidance has picked up on a signal for gravity wave to form Wednesday morning over Douglas and Bayfield County, as winds turn northwest and temperatures drop and become conducive to snow. From mid-Wednesday morning to early afternoon, an isolated area of snowfall rates between a half an inch to 1 inch an hour, an area possible over central Douglas County, impacting Highway 53 and Highway 2. Douglas, Bayfield, Ashland, and Iron County could see a couple inches of snow by Wednesday evening, with less than an inch possible elsewhere in northwest Wisconsin. Guidance continues to suggest very strong northwest winds are also possible along the North Shore, building in strength through the morning Wednesday and persisting through the afternoon with gusts in excess of 45 miles per hour. However, forecast soundings indicate a fairly stout inversion below 850 HPA. That's approximately 5,000 feet above the surface, meaning that these strong winds would have to come from more of a katabatic cold air advection influence rather than strong winds aloft mixing down. While this is certainly possible, it makes for higher uncertainty in that aspect of the forecast. A wind advisory might be needed, but have decided to wait for more forecast guidance before making a decision. Widespread precipitation should come to an end across the area Wednesday afternoon and evening. After this system pushes off, cooler air descends into the upper Midwest, with afternoon highs in the teens and low 20s Thursday and Friday. 850 temperatures fall to around 20 below 0 Celsius for about 24 hours, which should allow for efficient lake effect snow processes for the South Shore. Northerly winds over a nearly completely open Lake Superior with water temperatures around 0 to 1 degree Celsius should allow for most of Bayfield, Ashland, and Iron County to receive lake effect snow. Any lake effect snow should be somewhat bolstered by additional moisture and synoptic support in the region due to a low pressure system passing to our south. Winds turning southwesterly and warming temperatures will quickly shut off the lake effect machine through the late morning Friday. Through the weekend, another warm-up to above average temperatures is expected. There are a couple signals for some clippers to move across the area, which could bring some light precipitation. Looking further ahead, Ensemble Climate Guidance suggests a below normal temperature period mid-next week, with a slight risk for much below normal temperatures February 22nd through the 24th across the region.